The story began in a mysterious and vast deep sea kingdom. The Sea King had 7 mermaid daughters, but he loved his youngest daughter Ariel the most because Ariel had the most beautiful singing voice in the world. However, Ariel was also the most adventurous one. She often skipped family meetings. She also liked sneaking into forbidden areas of the ocean. One day, she discovered the wreckage of a sunken ship. She immediately swam toward it. The ship was already falling apart inside. There, she found many objects left behind by humans. Suddenly, a giant shark rushed out from behind her. Ariel and her friend swam out as fast as they could. In the chaos, they got separated when the shark started chasing her friend. Ariel quickly knocked over a barrel and smashed it toward the shark. The shark turned and chased Ariel instead. Ariel quickly swam back inside the ship. She used a mirror's reflection to confuse the shark and escaped. Looking at all the strange items inside the ship, Ariel started becoming curious about the human world. One day, a light from the ocean surface caught her attention. No matter how much her friend tried to stop her, she still swam straight toward the surface. When she surfaced for the first time, she saw fireworks lighting up the sky. At that moment, a large ship passed by. She secretly climbed onto a small boat nearby. People on the boat were singing and dancing. Suddenly, a storm hit. A man tried to control the ship, but it still crashed into the rocks. A lantern fell down, and the ship caught fire. The captain immediately ordered everyone to abandon ship. At that moment, the prince noticed a dog trapped in the fire. He rushed back to save it. Ariel helped from the water, and together they saved the dog. Then, the prince accidentally fell into the ocean. Ariel immediately saved him and kept him afloat. The next morning, she dragged him to the shore. The prince was still unconscious. Ariel couldn't help but softly sang near his ear. The prince seemed to hear it, and faintly saw the shadow of a girl. When human voices got closer, Ariel quickly hid behind the rocks. The humans took the prince away. From that moment on, Ariel started hoping to see him again. It turned out the person she saved was the prince. The prince remembered being saved by a girl, but he never saw her face clearly. He wanted to find her and thank her in person, but the king and queen didn't believe him. They thought he just wanted an excuse to leave the palace. Meanwhile, under the sea, Ariel and her sisters cleaned up damage from the shipwreck. When the king found out Ariel saved a human, he became furious because Ariel's mother had died because of humans. Ariel still defended humans. In anger, he destroyed all of Ariel's human collectibles. While Ariel felt heartbroken, a voice appeared behind her. It was the sea witch, Ursula. Ursula said she could help Ariel make her wish come true. Ariel was tempted. She followed Ursula into a dark ocean region. Ursula said she could use magic to turn her into a human, but it would only last for 3 days. Within 3 days, if Ariel received a true love's kiss from the prince, she could stay human forever. Otherwise, she would turn back and become Ursula's servant. The price was losing her voice. Ariel hesitated, but under Ursula's manipulation, she still stepped forward. Countless tentacles reached into her mouth, and her voice was sealed inside a shell. Soon, her tail turned into legs. She felt like she was suffocating and swam desperately toward the surface. At that moment, it felt like she was reborn. But before she got used to swimming with legs, she was caught in a fishing net and pulled onto a boat. She looked at her feet and couldn't help feeling happy, but she didn't know Ursula had secretly altered the spell. She would forget about the true love's kiss. The fisherman gave her clothes and sent her to the castle for help. The castle servants helped Ariel bathe and change clothes. She learned from them that the prince was searching for the girl who saved him. Ariel felt excited to meet him, but when the prince met Ariel, he didn't recognize her, and Ariel, without her voice, couldn't explain anything. She walked around the castle and accidentally entered a collection room. It was filled with artifacts. She picked up a small mermaid statue and examined it. At that moment, the room's owner walked in. It was the prince. Seeing Ariel's curiosity, the prince welcomed her to stay. Ariel picked up an ocean fossil and accidentally dropped it. She also blew into a shell and made strange sounds even though she couldn't talk. They still got along well. The next morning, the prince took Ariel out in a carriage. Seeing how curious she was about everything, he handed her the reins. The carriage briefly lost control and almost hit pedestrians. It finally stopped in front of a group of goats. Ariel was fascinated by the market. She used a fork to brush her hair when someone gave her flowers. She almost tried to bite them. They danced together. They looked like a couple. Later, they took a boat onto the river. The atmosphere became romantic just as they were about to kiss. The boat flipped over. It turned out, electric eels sent by Ursula caused it. Ursula realized, even without a voice, The prince was starting to fall for Ariel, so she planned something bigger. The final battle began to stop them from kissing. Ursula used magic to turn herself into a beautiful woman. She used Ariel's voice to trick the prince. She made him believe she was the one who saved him, like he was under control. The prince prepared to get engaged the next day. Ariel's friends quickly told her the news. She couldn't accept it and hid away. Soon, her friends discovered that woman was Ursula. They immediately told Ariel on the engagement day. Ursula watched the sun, waiting for night, because after nightfall, Ariel would belong to her forever. Just when she felt confident, Ariel rushed out and grabbed the shell. She smashed it. Her voice returned. The prince finally understood the one who saved him was Ariel, just as he was about to kiss her. Time ran out. Ariel's legs turned back into a tail. Ursula revealed her true form and dragged Ariel into the ocean. Because of the contract, Ariel became her servant. The Sea King arrived to save his daughter. Ursula said she would trade Ariel for the trident. The king handed over the trident, but Ursula broke her promise. She used electric eels to attack him. He was turned into dust. Ursula became the new ruler of the sea. She then tried to kill Ariel. At that moment, the prince attacked her from behind. Ursula sent eels after him. She raised the trident to strike him. Ariel rushed forward to block it. The attack shifted, and the eels were destroyed instead. Ursula became furious, using the trident's power. She turned into a giant sea monster. She violently stirred the ocean. The prince got trapped on rocks. Ursula repeatedly attacked him with the trident. At that moment, Ariel climbed onto a wrecked ship. She copied how humans controlled the wheel. The ship turned sharply and crashed straight through Ursula. Ursula was destroyed instantly. The trident fell into the ocean. Its power revived the Sea King. After learning the truth, he finally let go of his hatred for humans. He said, "What truly matters is my daughter's happiness." He used the trident to turn Ariel's tail back into legs. Ariel finally became human. She and the prince prepared to live together. Before leaving, the Sea King brought everyone to see her off. With everyone's blessing, they started a new journey together. Ariel's story was really about everyone searching for themselves and their courage. For your dreams, how much would you be willing to sacrifice? If it were you, would you stay in the safe zone or run toward the unknown? Feel free to share your answer in the comments.